Today, I heard a video on social media. They were talking about Jeff Bezos being the richest man in the world. I don't know how to accept that. Every now and then, I see where they might have a family of 6 black people and say that they are the richest people in the world. So I'll just assume from that there are a few people that are the richest people in the world. And it makes you wonder that think about all of these people in the world. Here's some guy or some group have all the resources in the world, and the rest of us are bent down. Well, it doesn't make me bother me that much because I understand what's going on. I say this to the people in America, and I say this to the people of the world. We talk about and we hold in high esteem those who have what we want. And what is that? Money. And we want money because money, we think, will free us to do what we want to do. And we see that the way that money has been geared, has been directed, is the way that we understand how to get money. And that means work for somebody or steal it or con. That's how you get the money. And so we practice all of those as individuals. But the thing that blows my mind is that only works for a few of us. I'm often questioning myself, why don't we come up with a plan that would make every individual feel as though they are filthy rich? I mean, come up with a plan. We know we can't do it in capitalism. It just won't permit it to happen. We can't do it in dictatorships, socialisms, and other forms of systems that you might be familiar with. So you ask yourself, how can it be done? Well, I would say this. First of all, the people who created the system that we live under now, called the Constitution of the United States, they had some good ideas, some very good ideas. They weren't perfect, but they had some very good ideas. And when you compare those ideas to what is trying to hijack it, the mega group, they had some fine ideas. The mega group can go to hell. What do I mean when I say go to hell? I say that's their connection: lying, cheating, stealing, killing, terror, racism, bigotry, you name it, murder, war. So that's why I call it hell. Some got and some don't. Some will and some won't. But that's just me knowing that reality. But I question myself and others. Is there one or two or some amongst us who can actually sit down and pen a system of activities amongst a group of people, you can call it a community, whatever, can pen how these people can live and express their living in a society that would produce satisfied life? Is there a white man in America? Is there a white woman in America? Is there a black man in America? Is there a black woman in America? Is there anyone in America who can sit down and pen how we as individuals, as Americans, can live as though we are in heaven? That's having all of our needs, wants, and desires met. Is there one amongst us that can do that? Bezos, the richest man in the world, they say. Can he do this? I heard they was talking about changing some things up as far as dealing with space and technology. People are going to want to live there and all of this and all of that. And I'm sure people are excited about it because he has money and they know they're willing to do whatever is required to get that money. But does it make any sense to the masses? Now, that question that I asked to the people of the United States, I asked that question to the people of the world. Xi, he's over there, I might be pronouncing that name wrong, over in China. They say he's doing some fantastic things, fixing, connecting islands with a bridge. I don't know if that's so. You know how people talk. But doing some magnificent things, making it seem that progress is really something that's glooming in China. But in China, they got just poorest people in China that we have here in the United States. So just because they are advanced in certain things doesn't mean that they're there yet. India, Africa, places where people, you know where people are, smart people, geniuses. Now, personally, I believe that there are many people amongst the human race who could pen a proposal or a system of operation that could be used in government that would satisfy all of our needs, wants, and desires. I believe that there are many people who can do that. But I also believe that they won't do it. They won't do it for the reasons that have been held to prevent them from doing it. It is taught that it's not wanted. It is taught that it is illegal. It is taught that it is something that needs to be put down. And why? And who is it taught by that says it needs to be put down? The richest people in the world, the ones who are benefiting from the way things are. They're the ones that wouldn't scrape your head if you're talking about some changes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that love is a special. Love is a special. Now, while I believe that there are many people amongst us who could pen a program like that, I know I can. I know I can. And I have shared it with you hundreds of times, and you still didn't recognize it. But I have. You didn't recognize it because you didn't believe it. You didn't believe it because you were in another mindset. You're in the box, and the box would not prepare or allow for anything to happen in the box that would tear the box up. So if you want to fix the problems in the box, you got to look for that solution outside of the box, because that's where it's housed at. It is put outside of the box, and the things that will maintain the status quo are allowed in the box. That's why most of the time when people go outside of the box to find a solution, they get killed, because nobody inside of the box or the powers that be inside of the box does not want that change to come inside of the box. Now, what am I saying? I'm saying that these rich people don't care about the masses. A lot of people thought Donald Trump was rich because he said he was. Why? He presented himself as being rich, and when he said he was, they bought it. He said that he didn't need anybody's money, he had his own money. But we know right now he act like he can't do anything unless he get the people's money. And usually he gets what he's trying to get. There are others, super rich people. You know, the billions heirs. You know, the multi-billionaires, the millionaires, the multimillionaires. You think they care about our lifestyle if it gets better? All right. No, it's the least thing. All they want us to do is always be in need of them, always be wanting to work for them, to do what they want done so they can accomplish the dreams and aspirations that they have. And the only thing that we, the rest of the world, doing is making it sure for them. And what we're doing when we do that is we're denying the Father, we're denying the Master, we're denying what I call God, the invisible power that made the earth. We're denying that power who created us for the purpose of creating the things that God once created, not for money, but for life. And when I say that I got the plan or the proposal, I'm telling you what I've been shown. And it is a very, very simple plan. It's not technologically crazy at all. It is very, very simple. And what is the plan? The plan starts like this. Everybody got a career. Now, babies and children like that don't have careers except what they do. Sick people don't have careers except what they do. But in between, it's almost like the draft. Everybody who benefits from the society must participate in the society. But it's not like that, mandatory. It's desired by the people, because the people get a chance to do what they want to do. They get a chance to choose what they want to do. And they always chooses that which gives them their greatest joy. And it is so set up, just like the earth and the rivers and the sky and all that stuff is set up. Our dealing with life is set up in such a way that when we actually exercise our gifts in this world, in this life, it is interconnected by the powers that be that brings a production of the goods and services that we, the people, have determined are essential for our survival and our satisfaction. That means clothing, food, shelter, education, transportation, infrastructure, the beautiful things of life. We are using the resources that are given to us by this power that we can't see, we call God. It's been here, we've been using it all the time, but we've been robbing it, we've been hijacking it. Now the righteous way is to use it freely by the people who have chosen careers that give them their greatest joy. And all the stuff they're doing is just cream on the top. But it is cream on the top to the magnitude that it is in such an abundance that no individual American or no individual person of the world would have to suffer a lack of anything. And it produces, my friends, the peace, the prosperity, the freedom, the joy, the happiness, and an opportunity for not to actually experience your dreams while you're awake, not asleep. And all that other stuff, you have nothing to do with it. Now, this is as plain as simple as it can get. Plain as simple as it can get. It can get no more plainer and simple than that. Now, Bezos can't come up with a plan that would allow that to happen. Guys with the computer, the guys with the watches, the guys with everything that's tied up making the money, they can't come up with that. And yet it is as simple as this, and every last one of you can participate in the process. Every last one of you can participate in the process. But because of your mindset, because of how you've been brought up, because of how you've been trained, you can't see what I just shared with you. And for those of you who can see it, you are afraid to do anything about trying to cause it to happen. That's just the way it is. But in this hour of the moment, my job is to tell you that it is possible. My job is to tell you is that it is not happening because you, the people, have been deceived. You have accepted a system, and you will not even consider doing what this system would do. But I want you to know it was a black man that came up with all of these magnificent discoveries in the world. Right now, black people have come up with many answers for cancer. I'm sure there are others as well, but I'm just saying black people too. But before they can actually create it and develop it so people can survive cancer, they're going to be killed. A person that can tell you how to have heaven on earth. Me. You think you're interested in that? You say you are. You go to bed tonight, you'll pray that your life will be tomorrow. Even if you have to win a lottery, you will pray that your life will be free from the burdens. Yet, when I sit here and tell you how to get it free from the burdens, you keep thinking a miracle going to happen for you because that's how you've been taught. Well, I want to leave it with you. The power to live a satisfied life is in the hands of the 99 percenters if they can just come together. 99 percenters, I want you to come together. I want you to make this a better world. The stuff that we are experiencing right now is no good. This guy down in Florida wanted to be president. Did he have, is that what his name, Santos? Did he have an answer to the problems of our society? Of course not. The guy down in Teaneck, New Jersey, did he have an answer to the problem? Of course not. Does Trump have an answer to the problem? Of course not. Any of the people that try to be president or vice president of this country, do any of them have the solutions to the problem? Not a single one of them. Yet they're right down the front page, you're giving them your money so they can keep hollering out there that they got a solution. They got nothing. It's just another game. But it's a game that you are willing to play. So now that I've shared this information with you, I guess I can go, it's 11 o'clock, and go to bed. Talk to you later.